Hello, lovely souls. I hope that 2022 and these first couple of weeks have been really blessed and relaxing for you. And then again, if you're like me, we're constantly going through evolutions and upgrades. So, my best advice for that is to just continue to take deep breaths with it. And take one breath, one step at a time. So now that we've taken a deep breath together, I'd love to share with you a beautiful milestone today and to let you know about some things going on in my world. And I hope that it inspires you to know that no matter how challenging life seems, that at any point you can make a powerful, no matter what decision that can transform your life forever by living that decision and letting it evolve day by day. So 2 years ago on New Year's Eve, looking at my life, many people thought that I had it made. I was achieving a lot. I was graduating from courses, I was working full-time in contract jobs in offices, and the paperwork was in motion for me to move to the US to begin a new life. But what most people didn't know was that I was often in a lot of emotional pain, and I was pretty good at hiding it. I knew I needed to end the abusive relationship I was in. I had reached my wit's end, and I had finally realized that as much as I had tried to help the person I was with to see how his lies, insults, dismissiveness, aggression, emotional toxicity, and overall narcissism was affecting me, my health, and his own health and consciousness, I knew that there was no way that I could continue in the relationship if I wanted to move ahead in my life, in my career, and to even preserve my health, safety, and sanity. But I felt isolated and unsupported and like I didn't have many options or choices. It seemed like no matter what I achieved, I couldn't break free from the unhealthy relationships that I continually found myself in. And as much success I had created in my life, it was a cycle that I couldn't seem to escape. I could see how it made sense because I was born into the cycle, and I could also see the damage it was doing. But for the life of me, I felt so incredibly frustrated that I couldn't seem to change it. And I had been on the healer's path and for healing and meditation and energy work and coaching and intuition development for many, many years. Someone who was born with their spiritual gifts turned on, it didn't seem to matter. And I could not escape the cycle of abuse and abusive relationships. But then on December 31st, 2019, I finally received a download during meditation from my soul and a deep knowing that was so profound and yet simple that it changed the course of my life since that day and every day since. My soul gently and firmly said that it was time to do what I knew was right and I had been resisting. It was time to choose sobriety and abstain from alcohol. At that point in my life, alcohol had much less influence on me than at other times in my life, and I could take it or leave it. I had worked hard to get to that point of not using it as a way to cope with my emotions, feelings, and life in general. But I knew that even drinking occasionally while I was still in the relationship left me cloudy-minded and kept me feeling stuck. So that New Year's, I made a no matter what decision and I ended my on-again, off-again relationship with alcohol. I committed to abstain for just a year and see what happened. Soon after that, I started to feel more clear, healthy, and confident. And in March 2020, just as the pandemic was declared, I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that my health needed to be my number one priority, and I made another no matter what decision, and I ended the abusive relationship I was in, going no contact. What followed with that no contact was a series of threats, lies, and attempt to manipulate the people in my life and turn them against me, interspersed with messages of his concern for me and him expressing the desire to connect. In essence, I knew that this was the continuation of the abusive narcissistic cycle. I had been studying it extensively for quite some time, and even though I knew it in and out and I had even helped some people to understand it better, I could not escape it until that point. So this time, it was without my participation, consent, energy, and attention. I detached. I leaned into my sobriety, my health, and my spirituality. But at that point, I didn't really have a strong support system because of the isolation that the abuse had created. And on top of that, limited contact with others because of the pandemic. So I committed to be my own safe person and healer. Shortly after that, I applied for a government-sponsored program to go full-time with my business and to learn what it takes to be an entrepreneur. I aced the interview for the program and I applied all of my energy to starting my online healing business. I remember feeling so amazed at how the Canadian government chose me, a healer. So again, I took it as a sign. I leaned into my spirituality, my sobriety, and my health. And it has been a journey full of ups and downs, and navigating life sober through COVID has been challenging, but it has been so incredibly worth it. And now I can say that 2 years later, I am overwhelmed with emotion and gratitude that no matter what decision of making my health my number one priority and becoming my own safe person has created so much magic in my life. I started my online healing business in February of 2021 and it has been successful. And I am now celebrating 2 years of sobriety this month. I healed the limiting beliefs of I'm broken, I'm unlovable, and I'm not good enough. And when those limiting beliefs come up, I can identify them so much more quickly and just easily flick them off, let them go. My intuition and my connection to the universe and source is stronger than it's ever been. And I am more healthy and healed than ever before. I have healthy, supportive, reciprocal relationships with conscious people who respect me. And I respect them. And self-love, self-respect, strong boundaries, standards, ethics, and integrity are all at the forefront of my life and the way that I live. And among the work I do to support people to heal and lead healthy lives, I now have the honor to guide and support sensitive, strong, and spiritual women to develop their own self-love and self-respect and leave narcissistic, abusive relationships to create healthy relationship with themselves and with others. No matter what we've been through, we're not broken. We are always being guided to health, healing, and balance. We can lead empowered, conscious lives where our sensitivity is a strength that we can use to create amazingly healthy lives that are full of compassion and empathy without sacrificing ourselves to those who will not take responsibility for themselves and their consciousness. You can be the one who breaks the cycle, the pattern, and has an incredible transformation filled with love, even through all of what is going on around you. I see it in you, and I know it is possible because I am living proof. You don't necessarily have to choose sobriety to change your life. It's about making the choice to do what is best for you. And that could be sobriety, or changing jobs, leaving a relationship, or moving to a different city. Whatever it is for you, it is about us choosing ourselves again and again. And it is up to us to choose love over fear. We have free will, and we get to decide more than we give ourselves credit for how we wish 2020 to look and feel. Through our thoughts and actions, we have a power to create a better tomorrow today, right here, in this present moment. 2022 can be your year of breakthroughs, healing, health, higher consciousness, love, and empowerment. It begins with making a no matter what decision and being willing to think different thoughts, take different actions, shift your perspective, and again, choosing yourself. 2022 is finally the time to give yourself permission to live the life you desire. And if this speaks to your soul and you're ready for the support, guidance, and healing from someone who has been through it, who believes in you and knows that you've already got it all inside of you to create the life you want beyond what you even know is possible, I'm here for you and I'm cheering you on. This is to an amazing 2022 and beyond. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. We've got this. To an incredible year filled with our accomplishments and overcoming of our challenges. Much love, and I will speak to you again soon.